Hello, Pilgrim, how are we? Brilliant. Did you all have a good Christmas and New Year?
Yeah!
Wicked. What better way to kick off the new year than by coming watching 7 normally confident and outgoing drama students shitting themselves. Well done, you guys. Actually, while we're sort of got the ball rolling now, I want to bring something up. I have a really weird condition. It's going to cause issues tonight, and I just want to get it out of the way so you know. Whenever I hear like laughter, applause, clapping, that kind of thing, I get an erection. Behave yourselves. Seriously, we all know that's a little bit of a joke, but it's interesting to see how many people now aren't looking at my eyes. I can see someone faltering already. So, sir, if you could just lift your head. Wicked, thank you very much for that. I'll start by telling you a little bit about myself. I'm in a long-term relationship. I've been with my girlfriend for 5 years, long time. But there's a few things you notice that change when you're in that sort of a relationship. For example, I can remember my first date, okay? I remember being sat across the table, looking at my girlfriend, going, am I being funny? Am I being interesting? And I've been with her for 5 years now, so I know I'm not funny or interesting. But yeah, it's a nervous thing. The first sort of disappear and everything else takes its place. And one of the things that takes its place is sex. And I wanted to talk about sex for a few minutes, but I never normally last that long. Might as well be honest. But no, it does, it changes. Because again, it starts off the first time, you're thinking, is she enjoying it? Am I any good? And now my only sort of thought while we're having sex is, am I going to wake her up? Because nobody wants that, let's be honest. But yeah, so I have a really good relationship with my girlfriend actually. It's our anniversary in a couple of weeks. She's not here. She can't hear you. But no, we do little things, you know, to keep things interesting. And one of the things that developed is we play pranks on each other. Little things like, you know, hiding behind the door and then jumping out shouting, boo! And it's all very sweet at first, and then it gets fucking boring. Another thing she does is every single April Fool's Day, I get a text with the same message for 5 years. I'm pregnant! Not funny. The first couple of times it sort of scared me a little bit because I was concerned. Now I generally just text back with, well, it's been 3 months, so it's not mine. Usually shuts her up. But yeah, I remember this one incident that occurred. Basically, we're going to bed, and she's downstairs, I'm already upstairs, I'm getting unchanged. I sleep naked, by the way, I'll just put this out there right away. Oh, whoop, really? Okay, but yeah, I'm getting changed, I know she's downstairs, she's coming up in a minute, and I think, right, I've got the opportunity. I'm going to do something. So I get in a wardrobe, and I think, right, I'll get her this time, good and proper. So I'm waiting, and I hear the footsteps coming upstairs. Here we go. And she sort of stops before she's properly in the room and goes back down. So now I'm just stood in the wardrobe. And it's been a couple of minutes. I think, right, the moment's passed. I can't do this now. What I'll do is when she comes back up, I'll just reach down and grab the first thing that comes into hand, and I walk out and go, it's okay, love, I found it, it's fine. She'll think I was just looking for something, you know, all's forgiven. I hear the footsteps coming back up, and they come into the room this time, so I know she's there. So I swoop down, grab the first thing that gets into my hand, burst out and go, it's okay, love, found it! And I freeze. And these haunting words are said back to me. Well, Mark, whatever you and my daughter get up to in the bedroom is your business. Oh yes, it was her mum! And what I decided to pick up was a pair of her frilliest knickers. Low moment, I think you'll agree. But that's the kind of thing that happens in my life. I have these really weird things that occur to me, and stuff just happens. And I get a lot of trains now because I work back in Wigan, which is where I'm from. Any Wiganers? Very slim chance. But not very slim people. But yeah, you get this really weird announcement when you're sat in the train station. Some of you may have had this if you get a lot of trains and you hear this. The next train at this station will not be stopping. Please stand away from the edge. And that would be really helpful. That's something that's good to know, I think. Until you see the train and it kind of goes... Probably could have figured it out that it's not stopping myself. There's very a small chance of it stopping in front of me, if I'm honest. And the weirdest thing is there's always someone on the other platform who's there before that train passes. And as soon as it's finished, they're fucking not there anymore. Now that's some freaky stuff. That messes with people's heads. And it's these little things. I mean, it's probably nothing. But I can't escape the image of this guy going, you know what? I'm late for work. The bastard in trains are running late again. I'm getting on this train. And off he goes. Just flying out in the wind as the train hurtles down the track. You know, these things just occur to me, and again, I was talking to one of my friends the other day, and they've had something really awful happen to them. One of their relatives passed away. And again, my brain just started ticking, and it came to my head, wouldn't it be weird if the world's worst sniper had this on the gravestone? Always missed. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.